Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Cancer, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link. My official Instagram and TikTok all listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Cancer, I hope that you're doing well. These are general readings, but they have a theme to them, and it's all about what your dreams are trying to tell you. I had a pretty intense dream last night, and so that's what inspired this series of readings. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one will be the Dream Decoder deck and the Mystic Mondays for your tarot reading. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus right away. So the card, the description on the back, which I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says car speeding out of control. It's ironic because Cancer is represented by the Chariot card in the Major Arcana number 7. Chariot card, all about the chariot and the charioteer, mastering the light and the dark aspects of ourselves so that we can propel ourselves forward. And it's almost as if Spirit is saying, or showing me, Spirit is showing me that it's almost like we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Like you're almost, is it we're getting ahead of ourselves, or is it we've already reached the place where everyone else is trying to catch up? Could be a little bit of both. And if the latter is the case, that we've reached this point in our journey and we find ourselves waiting for others to catch up to us, is that necessarily a good thing? Because we're slowing our pace. They're lagging behind. Now, you could be of a couple of different minds about this, like leave no one behind, sure, in certain circumstances. But in other circumstances, Spirit's kind of showing me this scenario where let's just say it's best friends, for example. You both have supported each other through your careers, and one of you has achieved a certain level far more advanced, maybe financially or maybe status-wise, than the other friend. And it's not that you're not stopping your progress, but maybe you're not being forthcoming about what your progress is. So if you got a gigantic promotion at work, you might be keeping that from your family and friends so as to not make them feel less than. Not because you're making them feel less than, but because they naturally themselves are insecure. So I do see two hands on the wheel here, which suggests to me that you are actually in control. It says car speeding out of control, or car out of control or speeding. But I read this as both hands are on the wheel. The road ahead is a little winding. Right? That makes me think of the Beatles song, The Long and Winding Road, which if you have never heard that Beatles song, I highly recommend. Spirit's now showing me a scarab beetle. The long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. It's a heartbreaking song, but I like heartbreaking songs, so I highly recommend it. But two hands on the wheel. You know where you're going. You know the path might be winding and challenging, but you're up for the challenge. I do see, however, this reluctancy to be forthcoming about where you're going or where you've already approached, or the place that you've already reached. It's kind of like dimming your light to fit in, which I understand, but I don't encourage. Because if people are really true blue, a Madonna song. Is it a Madonna song or a Madonna album? Anyway, if people are really true blue in your life, they'll support you. It's kind of like the higher your success, that's how you find out who your actual friends are. If they're actually happy for you, or if they're giving you backhanded compliments. Like, wow, congratulations, Rhonda. I didn't think you had it in you. Amazing. Something like that. I'm going to get 3 cards for the base spread. This is just a quick reading. I'm trying to make my readings a little bit shorter because I know everyone has a lot to do. So I would love some feedback about that. I like making longer readings, but I also know that I can be long-winded, so you let me know. 4 cards came out. The extra card I'm going to take as the advice from Spirit at the end. Start with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. See? Precisely. This is your suit, Cancer. The water signs are cups in the tarot. The Ace of Cups is an offer from Spirit. Brand new offer. Brand new just for you, Cancer. The cups bringing new love, new friendship, this kind of breakthrough energy in those areas that is revelation. You know, maybe in that scenario, which is just an example, your best friend's not so happy that you got the promotion, but another friend wants to go out and celebrate because they're so happy for you. And then it's like a revelation, like, wow, like, you know, maybe Rhonda is not as excited for me, but Debbie, I don't know where I'm getting these names. They may be relevant. They may be your names. But Debbie is just like really excited and overjoyed, and genuinely so. And she doesn't have anything to gain from celebrating me, just she wants to celebrate me. And maybe I'm realizing who my true friends are, right? That's this revelatory energy that comes with the aces because they come from Spirit. But you got the card in reverse. It's almost as if Spirit is saying, Cancer, would you like to take this cup? And, you know, your arms are crossed and you're just kind of looking what's inside the cup. I'm not sure. The idea is that we don't decline what Spirit wants to bring us, but we have free will. We don't have to do anything. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Really not, you know, maybe not seeing the potential of how this ace, this new beginning, could benefit you. And not in a transactional way, just, you know, like, okay, maybe I don't, this new person coming into my life, it's like, well, do I need more friends? Do I need more connections? Look at how Rhonda's treating me. You know, maybe I should just do things on my own, right? That's cynicism, I think. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Pentacles is the place where we invest our time, effort, energy, and resources. That's all the 8 of Pentacles. It's all about investment. Where we're focused, where we're steady, where we're concentrating. You got this card in reverse. Sometimes, and a lot of time, the 8 of Pentacles can describe a workplace scenario. Not all the time. Could be school. Could be your business. It's in the reverse. So, just to clarify, the Ace of Cups, it's, you know, it's a very tangible Pentacle, earth sign, tangible 3D opportunity to see something that you've been working on in a brand new way, a way that will ultimately benefit you, but you're finding it difficult. Maybe because, as in this picture, we don't kind of see what's up ahead. We see the road, but we don't see the destination yet. Right? Maybe that's because 8 of Swords, that's now 2 8s in your reading. 8, 8. 8 of Swords, because we can't see clearly, see the blindfold. 8 of Swords is all about analysis paralysis and anxiety. It's all about getting caught up in our thoughts to the point where it's debilitating, to the point where we almost self-sabotage. So Spirit's giving me an example of a coworker of mine, actually, soon to not be a coworker of mine, who's also a Cancer, by the way. This person just got a massive promotion. I'm so happy for them. I could not be happier. I love this person so much, and I could not be happier. But this person had, applied to many positions before the one that they eventually got. So it's been a slog. 1 year or more of just this winding road, not knowing where it's going to end. And I would ask for updates, not that I had any right to ask, but I did anyway, because I care about this person. They know that I do. And every time they applied and every time they got rejected, they'd have to tell the people in their life, and it got to the point where it was exhausting, because they felt that they were letting themselves down, that they were letting other people down, which is not the case. But you feel what you feel, you feel however you want to feel. And it was this sense, probably, I haven't asked them, but something like, why do I keep getting rejected? What am I doing wrong? What am I saying that's wrong? Have I not accomplished enough? Have I not invested enough? All of those questions. So it got to the point where they no longer told anyone. They just did it. They just applied without telling anyone, and then they got the job. So it's the sense of not allowing other people's influence or energy, even if it's positive, not allowing other people's influence or energy to influence your decision making. And I'm really, there is definitely a theme here of keeping a secret. I don't know, this is about what your dreams are trying to tell you, right? Like, I don't know if you've been having dreams where you can't speak. You can see everything very clearly, but you can't talk. Sorry about that. Somebody obnoxiously broadcasting their radio to the entire neighborhood, right? Leaving nothing to the imagination. So that's one kind of person. And another kind of person is just keeps everything under wraps, does not make a scene, flies under the radar. So your dreams could be kind of suggesting that you, I don't know, are you in a hurry? Maybe you're in a hurry. But what I do see here is that you have the ability to lift yourself out of that analysis paralysis. The fear that is feeding it is just that. It's just fear. It's a fear of an unknown future. The future is not written yet. You have the ability to change it with every decision you make right now in this moment. So it's almost like one step at a time, just one step at a time. And maybe that has to do with slowing down just enough to be able to look at the scenery. instead of speeding through, right? A little bit of different messages that are happening here, but I've just got to channel it the way that it's coming out. I also see here 2 hands outstretched like this. Very vulnerable, but at the same time, there's this sense of, I'm not sure, but I'm trying to surrender. I'm trying to accept what Spirit has to offer me, but it's difficult. It's scary because I can't see it. I can't see it clearly. I don't know the end point. So your dreams could be, there's a possibility that they're informing this end point. We end here with the Emperor card in reverse. This is Aries, number 4 of the major arcana. The divine masculine. The power of all 4 kings of the tarot. The boss, the CEO energy. So this, I think, is somebody in your life that has a lot of influence on you. Could be a father figure, could be a mother figure. It doesn't have to be about gender. Could be a parental figure, a boss, a supervisor, a teacher, somebody who has some authority or perceived authority over you. Could be difficult to face them, especially if you are moving forward without them. Could be difficult to have that conversation. Emperor in reverse is somebody that is feeling a sense of a loss of control. Because I don't read this as your energy. I read this as someone adjacent to you. Somebody in your life is feeling a loss of control by your action or inaction. And I think, maybe some of the fear is wrapped up with what this person is going to say or think. Can I get a clarifier for the Emperor in reverse? 8 of Cups, Queen of Swords. It's almost like, too bad. I'm moving on. That's 3 8s now in your reading. 8, 8, 8. 8, 8 here. 8 here. Not a coincidence, Cancer, that you got 3 8s in your reading. I've been seeing a lot of 8s too, so you might have been seeing a lot of 8s. If you're seeing a lot of 8s, then come back to this reading, because there's something significant. Spirit is going to be reinforcing that. The 8 of Cups is walking away from a situation that no longer serves you. Could be this person. Again, it mirrors this almost perfectly. We are moving forward away from something, but we don't know what the end goal is, the end in sight. We don't know. We're doing it anyway. However, it came out with the Queen of Swords. Right? This energy is going up against this energy. This is you. You are working off of your experience, your knowledge, what has already come to pass, and how you've incorporated it into your life. The techniques, the methodologies. You've been here before. You got through it. You'll do it again, because you've already proven to yourself that you can. And the Queen of Swords takes that energy with her. Remember, the Queen of Swords has run the entire gamut of the sword suit. And what happens in the sword suit? You have the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak, heartache. The 10 of Swords, which is just absolutely being leveled, decimated. Queen of Swords has survived all of that. Sometimes she can be a little hardened, a little cynical, but she's wise. She knows she can get through it. And I don't necessarily think that you're lamenting anything. You're stepping away from something that is not serving you. But I think your dreams might be talking about the pace and the destination. Right? To end the reading, the advice from Spirit, the Hierophant, number 5 of the major arcana. Taurus energy, the Pope of the Tarot. This card was in reverse for you. It's amazing, because just yesterday I was talking to some friends about the chambers and the great pyramids and the mysterious places that they lead. Sometimes we don't know, right? All of the research being done with the pyramids right now, we don't know what's happening. We have no idea. You just scratched the surface, right? The Hierophant in reverse, breaking away from convention, breaking standards, rules. The Spirit's just singing the Fleetwood Mac song, "You Can Go Your Own Way." That's a beautiful way to end this message, Spirit. Thank you. You can go your own way. You're the charioteer, Cancer. You make your own path. You drive yourself forward. Write down your dreams in relation to this message, and the answers will appear. That's your reading, Cancer. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Cancer.